After that, under the table section from the consolidated, I'm adding a filter here for the continent, let's say, and I will say this is Asia only for Sunil, and I'll click OK with this. Let's say verifying the DAX. There is nothing so complex, so it is okay. Then I want to create one more for Suchitra, and the same consolidated table should be able to see, but however she should be able to see the data only pertaining to, let's say, NAM. Or when I say or, I'll give or as a two parallel things like this.
Okay.
So she should be able to see both. One minute. Yeah, she should be able to see both continent as NAM and then SAM.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll verify the DAX. Okay, this is also fine. Now click on the save. Now I have perfectly added data filter to both the cases. But how do I test it? Where do I test it? Will I go and test it in Suchitra system or your system? Rather, what I have is next to the manage rule, there is an option called a view as. When I click on the view as, I will select Suchitra and then click on OK. So for now, just let's give a minute. Okay. Do you see any changes on this index page? Nothing.
No, not able to see.
I'll go to the home page. Now, do you see how Suchitra should be able to see the report?
Name and same only.
When I switch back to Sunil, what is Sunil should see? Sunil should be able to see only Asia, right?
Right.
So when I click on Sunil's view, this is how he will look like. He will look at the data.
Mm.
When I go to the statistics page, it will only filter for the data for Asia.
Okay.
Visuals also the same way. Now you see only Asia has been shown up.
Mm.
Now this is how you will be controlling it here in terms of how you can give access to the people. But where the real-time access scenario will happen, now you will see this. After I save the file, I'm going to first thing I need to publish the report to an online server. So let's say I'm publishing this to an online server.
Okay.
I'll click on the publish and I'm choosing the destination always as my workspace so that I can test it over there and then deploy it to the main place. So I'll click on the select. Now this is publishing me to a Power BI online server. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is successful. Now I'm going to open the file through this link.
Okay.
Now with this, what is going to happen? I should be able to see how the Power BI looks like on the online service.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As I told
Mm-hmm.
you, here I don't need to do that. I can click on the visual 4. It will take me directly to the visual 4. When I click on this
Right.
guy, again, it will take me to the first page.
Mm-hmm.
On the Power BI online service, you don't need to use the control button. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now again, under the home page, I will be able to see all this information.
Right.
But then the question will be, how do I control Suchitra's access and Sunil's access? So for that, what I will do, I will click on the My Workspace here on the left-hand side. And under the My Workspace, I have the day 4 file here.
Right.
So this is my Power BI file. This is the data set.
Okay.
If you could see, it says the type is report, the data type is data set.
Okay.
So I'll click on the 3 dots of the data set and then click on security here.
Mm-hmm.
And for Suchitra, if I have to give access, I need to give access to Suchitra's email ID here.
Okay.
And for Sunil, I need to give Sunil's email ID and then click on add. It will automatically trigger an email to you guys. And the
Okay.
moment once I trigger the email, when you open the file, you should be able to see the data pertaining only to Asia, which I have given access to you, and then Nam and Sam only for her.
I got it.
This entire step procedure should be completed, otherwise around you will not be able to see the data.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Correct.
Now, this is on the security side. I'm giving you the flavor.
No, I'm just sharing my no my that mail to Suchitra. So Suchitra will also able to see or what? That I'm sharing
See,
that link to Suchitra. I'm just taking one
no, she will
example.
not be. No, she will not be.
Okay.
The reason
So
being
if
it
I
is being
want to,
controlled, it is being controlled based upon the email address.
okay. Suppose I want to share to my team member now, and it is officially allowed also. So what should I do then?
So for your, see,
I
whatever the
received
link,
some yeah,
huh, you received from your friend,
I,
okay?
yeah, I received some data from some function.
Okay,
Let us say HR function. HR function has given employee data, and I want to share this data to one of my team member.
okay.
How can I share it, or I have to request him only?
Yes, you need to request him.
Okay, got it.
See,
Perfect.
it all depends upon the people who is giving you the access on what level and how which level.
Okay,
Based upon that only your data will be customized.
got it.
Now, after doing all this exercise, okay,
Mm-hmm.
now suddenly Sunil came up with a different request. Can I able to send this report to any one of the users who doesn't have a Power BI? Will they be able to see the report? Absolutely no, they will not be able to see the report. But then you are very much interested to see how you should be able to look at this. There is a simple way. You can export this information to a PDF file. When I use the current values and click on the
Mm-hmm.
export, this is going to export to a PDF directly for me.
Okay. Can we export to
And
PPT also?
yes, you can export this to the PPT. I'm going to show you that as well.
Okay.
So since the export isn't still in progress, let this export take away because it will export all the visuals that I have given right now.
Yeah, right. So it will take a little time.
And meanwhile, let me give a try on the export for the PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, you have got two different types of export. One is an image, one is a live data.
Okay.
So when I say embedded image, it is exactly the same thing like what PDF is doing right now.
Photo. Right.
Okay. So it will just come up with the current values as an image only.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I click on the enable live data,
Mm-hmm.
it will give me an option where this is the report. Okay. Now I'm just going to click on the open in PowerPoint directly.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to open up in the PowerPoint. But remember, when you are doing this methodology, remember always use a legend. Otherwise, around you cannot able to go back. Okay. From one
Okay.
slide to another slide, you cannot go back. So always use the index page for sure.
I
And
got it.
give it a minute to load the entire data. So once the data is loaded, you will be able to see the report over here.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So which means right now I'm looking at the data what I have already have built on the Power BI online service. It is going to give me an export of over it.
Okay.
Now you are able to see this entire data, right? See, since I
It
gave the
is
visual
some
here,
data coming.
I'll click on the visual 4. It is taking me to the visual 4 here.
Okay.
So this is a live information. So again, when I go back here to this place, it will take me to the home page, index page. Let's say when I go back to the home page, okay.
Okay.
Now here I can filter out for any continent. The values will be automatically driven.
Okay.
This is called live presentation mode.
Okay.
And this is how you can take up to your presentation and instead of opening the Power BI or do anything, you can export the same way, and then you can take up to your meetings and then show it on the presentation like a one single slider, but you are showing all the reports.
Suppose I need to take a print. Can I take the print?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So the entire slides will come, right?
I mean, right now, the current presentation, you will be getting only this slide. But if you want that way, then you need to export it back to the entire presentation, and then that is where you can take a print.
Okay.
Like you can export it to the PDF, and then you can able to do it. So if I go back and then look back at my downloads right now, so the day 4 file is ready.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my entire day 4 file. This is where you can take a printout.
Okay. Got it.
You cannot able to do anything here, but this is just a image.
Got it. Got it.
Make sense?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I will stop here and let me see if you guys have any more questions.
Yeah, looking at that, it is understood, but I think when we will do, then we can face the problem. But for a moment, while looking, it is understood everything.
As I told you, Suchitra, just a few minutes before, I have given you the simple example. When you
Mm-hmm.
sit inside the car and then look at the instructor, he will tell you that, okay, you need to click on this pedal, you need to click on the accelerator,
Yeah,
you need to use the gear
right.
button. Looking at that, you will feel, ah, wow, this is very simple. But when
Yeah.
you sit inside the seat and then actually drive the car, that is when you will see the pain of how it is. But once you get that flavor of how you drive the car, right? Now that is when you can start becoming an expert, or in the way you drive it, that is how your car will also go. Correct? Take that as a simple way. You need to keep on practice. Only then you will be able to get more and more understanding of the Power BI.
Yeah, for me, it is required every quarter. So that is sure. I need
I
to
hope
practice into
this.
my
I
future
really hope that
opportunity.
you should be able to do it now.
Yeah. But the session was very good, if I say. It was quite, means, uh, the way of the teaching was quite slowly and means clear. Because sometimes I see that the people are running to complete it, but this was very good. Even I understood. I have very few questions, I think, because it was first in Atom only I was clear with the doubts. That's
That's good. That's a good compliment. Thank you so much. Sunil, you have got any questions? Anything that you want to tell
No,
us?
I just want to understand one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we are working on the budgeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is the people using this Power BI to give the presentation for budgeting also, because the budgeting is a little complex things. So
Okay.
can Power BI help us on the budgeting, or Power BI do not have that level of flexibility to do the budgeting? So I just want to understand that.
So when
What
you
is
say
the
budgeting, like, is it a forecast or is it something that you want to
no complete
uh,
budgeting, end-to-end budgeting?
see end-to-end budgeting? Okay, let me see. Prabhas, are you there? Because he's damn good at financial modeling than me. I,
You are right. You are right.
you can ask me
Actually,
like, how do you
currently
build
we
it
are
on the Power
doing
BI?
this
I will
on
do
the
it.
yeah. Actually, currently we are doing it on the Excel and multiple combination combinations, multiple
Any
changes. Right.
sample that you can show us if you don't feel that it is fine to show, I
Yeah,
can
it is
see.
confidential, so I can't say
Uh,
that. But I'm just
then
giving a theoretical answer, theoretical things. from it will come from sales, then from sales it will go to the production, then production it will come in the financial, what is the P&L, what is the stock, what is the inventory. So this file will be very little complex and multiple files, and I think that we can manage that file. But only thing that there are multiple people, 4 5 people will work on the 4 5 Excel, then it will come the consolidated one. So I think that we can work on the same in the Power BI also. But I just want to understand what is people starting it in using it in the industry as a for budgeting model, or people are not using. So I just want to understand what the
No,
people
no,
are doing in the industry.
people are no, no, people are using on the budgeting model as well. I wouldn't say that
Okay,
no one is using. We can use it, and it is already
okay,
in place. Only thing right now, as I said, see, it all Power BI all requires the data. When you are able to do
got it,
anything on the Excel, anything can be done on the Power BI.
got it.
You will have a lot of formulas, a lot of things, and everything, right? Everything,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you do, can be turned into a Power BI. Only thing you just need to have the hands-on experience. See, make your hands dirty with the data, whatever you have right now. Then you will be able to understand how you can clean the data.
Yes,
Then
yes, true.
this knowledge of what you gain right now with the session should be able to help you out in terms of how do you project the data,
Right, right.
right? These are different techniques. Cleansing of the data and then presentation of the data is all are different. So I just brought a very sample data that I really wanted to show you. So we are working on that. But however, yes, you can able to play around with that with more information when you have.
Mm-hmm.
I will share you the date Power Day for Power BI file, whatever I have done. Along with it, I'll give you the real-time data set, what I created for Zomato as a
Okay,
reference.
okay, okay,
Okay.
got it.
I believe that I have that handy. I believe I have that handy. Let me
Mm-hmm.
see.
Uh, okay. So I just want to understand, just a latter side. So how much part of the Power BI functionality you have shared or you have explained to us?
Um, See, I have explained almost around 40 to 50 percentage of what the current Power BI has everything. The remaining
Okay,
50 percentage, why I don't say that, because again, it is a vast ocean. Okay.
right, right.
So where it will start working up is right from the day you start working on this Power BI, you will start coming
Mm-hmm.
across more in terms of measures. So measures are actually really very important.
Okay.
Measures, calculated columns, these are more. So the one what I have shown you is a basic measure. But when you look into the samples, you will see complex measures coming up more.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you, like using the variables, everything you should be able to do it.
Got it.
Okay, that becomes more complexity when it comes to the Power BI. And top on that, you will also see different kinds of forums creating a different kinds of creativity more. So
Mm-hmm.
that creativity part is another different part where you can actually how you can combine your data with your creativity. That is important.
Right, right. But
So
if
those
suppose
things
I'm
comes with
able to do in
practice.
Excel, suppose I'm able to do in Excel PPT, then I can implement this Power BI based
Absolutely.
on the current learning.
Absolutely. See, you start doing this methodology like whatever I have shown with this, and then you will get more experience. Once you get understanding of this, right, you will get bored of like what you are doing, and then you will start looking at an advanced level.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But anything, practice, practice, practice.
got it.
And how you will feel the difference is very simple. Driving the car in a city is a different. Driving the car, same car in the village is a different. Driving the same car in a mountain region is a different.
True.
That's how it is. What I have make you learnt is how you drive the same car in the city. As simple as it. Not even in the village, because in the village you can drive like whatever you wish. But
Right,
then
right.
I have just given you how you can drive it in the city, so you are able to do it. But then now you will have to take it forward to the next level by experiencing the same with the different experimental places in different regions. That is where you will be able to see that.
I got it.
Shikha, do
Are
we
you
have
going to
the
share some tips also? Trick and tips you told that you will share
Uh,
some trick.
no, no, the trip and tricks are like based upon your Power BI online service and then the page index number and everything. These are like few
Okay, okay,
tips
got it,
where
got it.
people don't focus more on site. That is what I've just
Mm-hmm.
covered a little bit of thing.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yes, Suchitra.
do we have the expiry date for the recording that it will be for
I don't think so.
2 months? Okay.
I don't think so. But I'll ask Prabhas if he can able to address it when he's sending you the material.
Okay.
I
Okay. I
don't
will
think so.
ask
There should
him.
be an expiry.
Okay.
No, I think it will be there in the YouTube channel of Excel4all. So there will not be an expiry date for that. You can always refer to that particular link from the YouTube channel.
Yeah. At least it should be stay for 1 month to
Oh
practice.
yeah, I mean it will be there. I know it should be there. This see there is a 3 months of support through the email and everything. I think that is what Prabhas would have given you while you
Yeah.
could have enrolled, right? Something.
Yeah. That's
So all the norms, whatever we have agreed for, will stay with the same thing.
okay. Okay. Oh,
All right. So I'll wind up the session here, and then all the very best. And I believe you will be start utilizing it more and try to create basic dashboards and then start looking at something more advanced level. And we'll also let you know in case if we have improvisation on the topic in terms of much more advanced level of what we have learned. If we are trying to design in the nearby future, we'll again give you the same information about it. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Then
very much.
happy weekend then. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye, Sunil. Bye, Suchitra.
Bye.